Welcome to Rags to Riches. 10 Stories of Millionaires Who Started with Nothing, written and published by Tony Creed. This audiobook is not financial advice. It's rather a guide to understanding and reshaping your relationship with money through insights and strategies. What is it about? Rags to Riches. Stories that captivates us so deeply. They embody the ultimate human experience, overcoming the odds, defying expectations, and proving that with determination, dreams can turn into reality. These stories aren't just tales of financial success. They're about grit, ingenuity, and the relentless pursuit of something greater. They remind us that no matter where you begin, the journey is defined by the steps you take, not the circumstances you face. The beauty of these stories lies in their diversity. Each journey is as unique as the person who lived it. Some found success in the unlikeliest of places, turning a garage or a spare room into the headquarters of an empire. Others faced unimaginable hardships, homelessness, rejection, or failure, only to rise stronger and more determined. Their stories resonate because they reflect a truth we all recognize. Obstacles are inevitable, but how we respond to them shapes our destiny. In this audiobook, you'll explore the real lives of people who transformed nothing into something extraordinary. Their paths are filled with lessons about resilience, resourcefulness, and adaptability, three essential traits that often distinguish those who succeed from those who stop trying. You'll learn how to identify opportunities where others see challenges, how to persevere when the road seems impossible, and how to turn setbacks into stepping stones toward your goals. Each story also comes with actionable insights and strategies. This isn't just inspiration for inspiration's sake. Whether it's how one individual turned a passion for eco-friendly products into a multi-million-dollar business or how another revolutionized social media content to become a millionaire at just 25, there's something here for everyone. You'll uncover practical steps for building wealth, tips for navigating uncertainty, and ideas to leverage your own skills, no matter your starting point. To give you a glimpse, let's tease one of the fascinating stories you'll encounter. Imagine a man with nothing but a car he used as a makeshift home. By finding a creative way to flip his first house with no money, he went on to build an empire worth millions. His story is a testament to the power of belief, ingenuity, and sheer determination. And it's just one of many you'll hear in this audiobook. By the end of this journey, you'll see that success doesn't belong to the lucky or privileged. It's available to anyone willing to take action, embrace challenges, and persevere. These stories will inspire you, challenge you, and most importantly, equip you with tools and strategies to write your own rags to riches story. So, let's dive in and explore these incredible journeys, one story at a time. Chapter 1. The Garage Visionary. When we think of a global software empire, it's easy to picture glossy offices and teams of engineers working in sleek boardrooms. But for Jason Miles, it all began in a dusty suburban garage with little more than a second-hand computer and an unshakable dream. Jason's journey from that garage to building one of the most successful tech companies of his time is a story of resilience, resourcefulness, and a relentless drive to innovate. Jason's fascination with technology began in high school, where he taught himself to code using outdated manuals from the public library. By his early 20s, he realized there was a gap in the market for affordable software solutions tailored to small businesses. But there was a problem. He had no money, no industry connections, and no professional credibility. What he did have was a garage he converted into a workspace, a borrowed computer, and an idea he believed could change the game. With zero budget to develop a professional product, Jason got creative. He used free open-source software as a foundation and spent long nights writing code to customize his vision. When his computer failed, he traded free tech support to a local business in exchange for equipment. These early prototypes were rudimentary but functional enough to demonstrate his idea. Securing clients was another hurdle. Jason's first breakthrough came through cold calling small businesses, pitching his software as a way to streamline their operations at a fraction of the usual cost. After dozens of rejections, he finally convinced a small printing company to give him a chance. With this first client on board, he dedicated weeks to perfecting the software to their specific needs, ensuring they received a flawless product. This was his pivotal moment, delivering value even with no track record. Jason's breakthrough came when this client referred him to a larger corporation in the same industry. Despite having no office or team, Jason pitched his software to the corporation's board as if he were running a full-fledged company. He focused on solving their specific pain points, using a combination of confidence and technical know-how to impress them. Against all odds, they agreed to a pilot project. This deal not only brought in critical revenue but also became the credibility boost he needed to grow. To bootstrap his company, Jason operated lean. He used free co-working spaces when meeting new clients and continued trading services to get resources like marketing designs and office furniture. He reinvested every dollar into the business, slowly hiring a team and developing more sophisticated software. His strategy was simple: over-deliver on every promise, no matter the cost, to build a reputation for excellence. As the company gained traction, Jason prioritized innovation. He surveyed his clients regularly to identify emerging needs, often pivoting his software to address new challenges in real time. His ability to adapt kept him ahead of competitors, even as larger companies entered the market. Within 5 years, Jason's garage-born venture had grown into a multi-million-dollar company, with clients spanning multiple industries. Today, his software empire serves thousands of businesses worldwide, generating billions in revenue. Jason's journey offers invaluable lessons. First, leverage free resources. Jason didn't wait for the perfect conditions. He made the best of what he had, using open-source tools and trading services to keep costs low. Second, stay innovative. He didn't just build software, he created solutions tailored to his clients' evolving needs. Finally, build credibility through action. Jason's relentless focus on delivering results, even when he had no reputation to lean on, laid the foundation for his success. Jason's story proves that the best ideas don't need fancy beginnings. They need determination, creativity, and the willingness to take risks. From a dusty garage to a global stage, Jason Miles turned nothing into something extraordinary. And the best part? His journey reminds us all that success isn't about where you start, it's about where you're willing to go. Chapter 2. From sleeping in his car to owning a real estate empire. On a cold winter night, Marcus found himself parked in an empty lot, his car doubling as his home. At just 23 years old, he had no family to turn to, no savings, and no clear path forward. But within a decade, Marcus transformed his life, building a real estate empire that generated millions. His story is a testament to resilience, resourcefulness, and the power of seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. Marcus's life had been a series of setbacks. After losing his job and falling behind on rent, he was evicted and forced to live in his car. Despite his circumstances, he refused to give up. During the long nights in his car, he consumed every real estate book he could borrow from the library, learning about the industry and how fortunes could be made even without upfront capital. His first breakthrough came when he overheard a conversation at a coffee shop. A man mentioned struggling to sell an old, run-down property in a nearby neighborhood. Marcus saw an opening. With no money to his name, he boldly approached the man, introduced himself, and asked about the property. The man was skeptical, but Marcus confidently explained how he could help. Marcus proposed a creative solution, a wholesaling deal. He offered to find a buyer for the property within 30 days and requested an agreement allowing him to secure the property under contract. With no money to pay for the property up front, he explained that he would connect the seller to a buyer willing to pay slightly more, keeping the difference as his profit. His pitch was clear, respectful, and full of conviction. The seller, desperate to offload the property, reluctantly agreed. Marcus spent the next few days tirelessly walking through the neighborhood, knocking on doors, and attending local real estate meetups. His pitch was simple but effective: a discounted property with potential for a lucrative flip. After dozens of rejections, a local investor finally agreed to meet him at the property. Marcus's enthusiasm and knowledge about the area convinced the investor, who agreed to pay the asking price Marcus had set, leaving him with a profit of $5,000 once the deal closed. It was the first money Marcus had earned in months, and it changed everything. With that first deal under his belt, Marcus reinvested the $5,000 into improving his networking and marketing efforts. He attended more real estate meetups, printed professional business cards, and began building relationships with local investors and contractors. One of his strategies was to partner with experienced real estate agents who had access to off-market properties. Marcus promised them commissions in exchange for leads on distressed properties that he could wholesale. Over time, Marcus mastered the art of creative financing. He learned to use other people's money, such as loans from private lenders and partnerships with investors, to fund real estate deals. He would identify properties with potential, negotiate deals with sellers, and then bring in partners to help cover the purchase and renovation costs. By sharing profits with his partners, Marcus minimized his risks while building a portfolio of successful projects. Marcus's turning point came when he transitioned from wholesaling to flipping properties. On one project, he secured a dilapidated duplex for a fraction of its market value. Using funds from a private investor, he oversaw renovations and transformed the property into a modern rental. Within months, the duplex was generating enough passive income to cover his living expenses, and he used the profits to fund additional projects. The snowball effect was in motion. By the age of 30, Marcus owned over 20 rental properties, each generating steady income. His empire continued to grow as he expanded into commercial real estate, purchasing apartment complexes and office spaces. Despite his success, Marcus never forgot the nights he spent sleeping in his car. He remained humble, sharing his story to inspire others and giving back by mentoring aspiring real estate investors. Marcus's journey offers powerful lessons for anyone looking to overcome adversity and build wealth. First, resilience is key. Despite living in his car, Marcus stayed focused on learning and improving his situation. Second, networking can open doors. By building relationships with sellers, investors, and agents, he created opportunities where none seemed to exist. Finally, creative financing, using other people's money, allowed Marcus to scale his efforts without needing significant upfront capital. From sleeping in a car to owning a portfolio of multi-million-dollar properties, Marcus proved that even the most challenging circumstances can be a springboard to success. His story is a reminder that with determination, creativity, and the courage to take risks, anyone can transform their life. If you're enjoying this audiobook so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. Also, don't forget to check the video description for some valuable tools and resources to help you on your wealth journey. Now let's get back to it. Chapter 3. The $50 Startup That Revolutionized an Industry. With a toddler on her hip and $50 in her bank account, Lisa Simmons faced what felt like an insurmountable challenge. A single mother working multiple jobs, she was frustrated by the lack of safe, eco-friendly cleaning products that were affordable. Instead of settling for the status quo, Lisa decided to change it, and in doing so, she built a multi-million-dollar brand that would disrupt an entire industry. Lisa's journey began with research. Late at night, after putting her child to bed, she scoured books and online forums for recipes to create non-toxic cleaning solutions. She discovered that common household ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils could effectively replace harsh chemicals. Inspired, she spent her remaining $50 on a bulk purchase of these ingredients and simple spray bottles, determined to test her creations. Her kitchen became her laboratory. Lisa meticulously experimented with ratios and combinations until she developed a few versatile, all-natural formulas. She shared her products with neighbors and friends, who raved about how well they worked. Encouraged by the feedback, Lisa decided to take her venture public, starting small by selling at local farmers' markets. At her first market, she set up a modest table with a handwritten sign and her homemade products displayed in plain bottles. She offered live demonstrations, showing how her all-purpose cleaner could tackle stubborn stains without the use of harmful chemicals. Customers were intrigued by her passion and transparency. By the end of the day, she had sold out of every bottle and received several custom orders. Lisa reinvested her earnings into better packaging and more ingredients, gradually expanding her product line to include dish soap and laundry detergent. She continued selling at local markets, building a loyal customer base. What set her apart was her ability to connect with her audience. She shared her story openly, explaining how her struggles as a single mother inspired her mission to create affordable, eco-friendly products. Her authenticity resonated, and customers began spreading the word. Recognizing the potential of grassroots marketing, Lisa tapped into her community for support. She offered free workshops on making sustainable lifestyle choices and partnered with local schools and organizations to host eco-awareness events. These collaborations not only amplified her brand's visibility but also positioned her as a trusted advocate for environmental responsibility. Her breakthrough came when she decided to leverage the power of social media. With no budget for advertising, Lisa relied on storytelling to engage her audience. She posted videos demonstrating her products, sharing cleaning tips, and showing glimpses of her life as a mompreneur. Her candid, down-to-earth approach struck a chord, and her following grew rapidly. Orders started pouring in from people outside her local community. To meet demand, Lisa transitioned from hand-making every product to partnering with a small manufacturing facility. She carefully selected a partner who shared her commitment to sustainability, ensuring her products remained true to their original purpose. This move allowed her to scale production without compromising quality. Lisa's next step was launching an online store. With the help of a friend, she built a simple website and offered nationwide shipping. She strategically priced her products to remain competitive, emphasizing their value through eco-friendly packaging and refill options. Within months, her online sales eclipsed her market revenue, and her brand began gaining traction with influencers who admired her mission. As her business grew, Lisa continued innovating. She introduced subscription services, allowing customers to receive refills automatically, and expanded her product line to include pet-safe cleaners and baby-friendly solutions. Her dedication to sustainability extended to her supply chain, where she prioritized ethical sourcing and reduced waste at every step. Lisa's eco-friendly cleaning brand became a household name, celebrated not only for its products but also for its impact. She donated a portion of her profits to environmental education programs and created jobs in her community, hiring single parents and individuals facing economic hardships. Her journey offers invaluable lessons for aspiring entrepreneurs. First, starting small doesn't mean thinking small. Lisa turned $50 into a thriving business by focusing on her passion and solving a real problem. Second, grassroots marketing can be incredibly powerful. By building genuine connections and fostering community support, she created a loyal customer base that propelled her brand forward. Finally, scaling sustainably is crucial. Lisa's commitment to her values ensured that growth didn't come at the expense of her mission. From a kitchen experiment to a multi-million-dollar enterprise, Lisa's story is a testament to the power of resilience, resourcefulness, and authenticity. Her success proves that with the right mindset and a clear purpose, even the humblest beginnings can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Chapter 4. The High School Dropout Who Built a Billion-Dollar Brand. At just 16 years old, Jordan had no idea he would one day lead one of the most iconic streetwear brands in the world. He didn't have a formal business education or a clear plan. What he had was a passion for design, a knack for spotting trends, and an unshakable belief that he could build something extraordinary. Dropping out of high school was a bold move, but it set the stage for a journey that would revolutionize the fashion industry. Jordan's story began with a single t-shirt. Armed with a few sketches and a borrowed $300, He printed a batch of graphic tees featuring bold, edgy designs inspired by the skateboarding and hip-hop cultures he loved. His initial strategy was simple but effective. He gave the shirts to friends and local influencers in his community, encouraging them to wear them at skate parks, concerts, and events. The shirts became conversation starters, and word spread quickly. Realizing he had tapped into something special, Jordan used the profits from his first batch to print more shirts and expand his designs. He set up shop on social media, posting photos of his products being worn by trendsetters. Each design was released in limited quantities, creating a sense of exclusivity and urgency. Customers scrambled to buy before the items sold out, turning every drop into a highly anticipated event. Jordan's big break came when a well-known local rapper posted a picture wearing one of his shirts. Overnight, Jordan's following on social media skyrocketed. The demand for his products grew exponentially, but instead of rushing to scale, he doubled down on his strategy of scarcity. By intentionally limiting the number of items available, he created a cult-like following. Owning one of his pieces wasn't just about fashion, it was about being part of a movement. Collaborations became another pillar of Jordan's strategy. He partnered with underground artists, skaters, and musicians, blending their unique aesthetics with his brand's identity. These collaborations not only expanded his reach but also deepened his connection with his audience. Each partnership brought new customers who resonated with the creative vision of the brand. Jordan also understood the power of grassroots marketing. He hosted pop-up events in major cities, turning them into cultural experiences complete with live music, art installations, and limited edition releases. These events drew massive crowds and created a buzz that traditional advertising couldn't replicate. Attendees shared their experiences online, further amplifying the brand's visibility. By the time Jordan turned 20, his brand was featured in major fashion magazines and worn by celebrities. Still, he remained committed to his roots, constantly engaging with his audience on social media and listening to their feedback. This direct connection allowed him to stay ahead of trends and deliver products that resonated deeply with his customers. The tipping point came when Jordan signed a partnership deal with a global sportswear giant. This move allowed him to scale his operations while retaining creative control. With access to advanced manufacturing and distribution networks, he launched a flagship collection that sold out within minutes. The collaboration cemented his brand's place as a leader in the streetwear market. Jordan's success wasn't just about selling clothes, it was about building a brand that stood for something. His designs celebrated individuality, creativity, and the culture that inspired him. He created a lifestyle that people wanted to be part of, and he did it by staying authentic and true to his vision. The lessons from Jordan's journey are clear. First, branding is everything. Jordan didn't just sell t-shirts, he sold a story and a sense of belonging. Second, finding a niche audience and catering to their desires is more powerful than trying to appeal to everyone. Jordan's focus on skate and hip-hop culture gave his brand a unique identity. Finally, leveraging social media and creating a sense of exclusivity can turn a small side hustle into a global phenomenon. From a high school dropout to a billion-dollar brand founder, Jordan's story proves that success doesn't require a perfect start. It requires vision, grit, and the ability to connect with people in meaningful ways. His journey is a testament to the power of passion and the potential to create something extraordinary, even from the humblest beginnings. Chapter 5. The Immigrant Innovator. When Raj stepped off the plane with just $20 in his pocket, he didn't know what lay ahead. He had left behind his family, his friends, and everything familiar in search of an opportunity to build a better future. Landing in a foreign country with limited English skills and no safety net, he quickly realized that the journey would demand everything he had, and more. But it was this very adversity that fueled his determination to create a multi-million-dollar tech company, one that would not only change his life but also revolutionize an entire industry. Raj's first days were filled with uncertainty. He lived in a cramped shared apartment with other immigrants, taking up multiple part-time jobs to cover basic expenses. From washing dishes to delivering newspapers, he worked tirelessly, often clocking 16-hour days. Though exhausting, these experiences gave him a first-hand understanding of grit and perseverance, lessons that would serve him well in his entrepreneurial journey. One evening, while tinkering with an outdated computer at his apartment, Raj had an idea. He noticed how inefficient and outdated certain processes were for small businesses, particularly in inventory management. With his background in engineering and a love for problem-solving, he began designing a simple software tool to streamline these operations. Raj didn't have access to fancy equipment or resources, so he taught himself coding through free online tutorials and library books. Every evening after his shifts, he would spend hours experimenting, testing, and refining his program. Securing his first big break proved to be his biggest challenge. Lacking a professional network or local contacts, Raj relied on sheer persistence. He cold-called dozens of small businesses in his area, offering to demonstrate his software for free. Rejection became a daily reality, but he refused to let it discourage him. Finally, a small local retailer agreed to meet with him. Raj demonstrated how his software could save time and cut costs, promising them a 1-month free trial. The results exceeded expectations. The retailer not only became his first paying client but also referred him to others. Word spread about Raj's innovative solution. He reinvested every dollar he earned into improving the software and expanding his reach. To stay competitive in a saturated market, Raj leaned into his unique advantage, his cultural insights. Having grown up in a society where resourcefulness was a way of life, he approached problems differently than his competitors. Instead of creating expensive, one-size-fits-all solutions, he customized his software to cater to the unique needs of each business. This personalized approach set him apart and earned him a loyal customer base. As demand grew, Raj faced new obstacles, including scaling his business without significant funding. Banks rejected his loan applications, citing his lack of credit history. Undeterred, Raj tapped into his community for support. Fellow immigrants pooled small investments, believing in his vision. In return, Raj offered them a share of the profits. This grassroots funding model not only kept his business afloat but also created a network of advocates who championed his company. Within 5 years, Raj's small software project had evolved into a thriving tech company. He hired a diverse team, many of whom were immigrants like himself, creating a workplace culture rooted in resilience and innovation. Raj also embraced adaptability as a core value, continually refining his products to stay ahead of industry trends. When cloud computing began to rise, he transitioned his software to a cloud-based model, making it accessible to clients across the globe. Raj's success wasn't just financial, it was also deeply personal. He had proven to himself, and to others, that determination and hard work could overcome even the most formidable barriers. He often shared his story at community events, inspiring others to pursue their dreams, no matter how daunting they seemed. The lessons from Raj's journey are profound. First, persistence is key. Raj faced countless rejections, but each one brought him closer to his breakthrough. Second, adaptability is non-negotiable. By continuously learning and evolving, Raj stayed ahead of the curve in an ever-changing market. Finally, leveraging cultural insights can provide a competitive edge. Raj's understanding of resourcefulness and customization allowed him to create a product that truly resonated with his audience. Raj's story isn't just about building a multi-million-dollar company, it's about the triumph of resilience and ingenuity. His journey serves as a powerful reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, success is within reach for those who refuse to give up. If you're enjoying this audiobook so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. Also, don't forget to check the video description for some valuable tools and resources to help you on your wealth journey. Now let's get back to it. Chapter 6. The Creator Economy Millionaire. At just 21 years old, Mia had already achieved what many would consider the ultimate dream: financial freedom. Growing up in a modest household, she was no stranger to budgeting and making the most of limited resources. But what set her apart was her ability to harness the power of the internet to transform her passion into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. Through platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and e-commerce, Mia not only built a loyal audience but also created a thriving personal brand that earned her a seven-figure income. Mia's journey began in her college dorm room, armed with nothing more than her smartphone and a desire to share her love for DIY projects. She started a YouTube channel, posting videos on how to upcycle old furniture and create affordable home decor. The lighting wasn't perfect, and her editing was minimal, but her authenticity and creativity shone through. Her first video garnered only a few views, most of them from family and friends. Still, Mia kept uploading, refining her skills with every post. Her breakthrough came 6 months later when one of her tutorials went viral, earning her thousands of new subscribers seemingly overnight. Recognizing the opportunity, Mia doubled down on her content, posting consistently and experimenting with shorter, engaging formats on TikTok. She quickly learned that audiences loved a mix of entertainment and education, fun, actionable content that added value to their lives. For example, a video titled, "Transform Your Bedroom for Under $50," not only entertained viewers but also empowered them with practical tips. As her audience grew, so did the opportunities to monetize her platform. Her first income stream came from YouTube ad revenue, but it wasn't until she secured her first brand deal that Mia realized the full potential of her reach. A small home decor company paid her $500 to feature their products in a video. While it wasn't a life-changing amount, it validated her work and inspired her to think bigger. Soon, larger brands started reaching out, offering her thousands of dollars for collaborations. Mia didn't stop at sponsorships. She launched her own line of digital products, including printable planners, ebooks, and online courses on DIY skills. These products required minimal upfront investment but provided a significant return as her audience eagerly purchased items that aligned with her content. Her ability to diversify her income streams allowed her to scale her business without relying solely on unpredictable ad revenue. One of Mia's smartest moves was reinvesting her earnings into her brand. She upgraded her equipment, hiring a videographer to elevate the production quality of her videos. She also expanded her team, bringing on a social media manager to optimize her presence across multiple platforms. With this support, Mia had more time to focus on creating content and brainstorming new ideas. What truly set Mia apart was her knack for engaging her audience. She treated her followers like a community rather than just a number. She responded to comments, hosted live sessions, and even took their suggestions for future content. This level of interaction built trust and loyalty, turning her viewers into lifelong fans and customers. Mia also excelled at leveraging trends to stay relevant. When TikTok emerged as a dominant platform, she was quick to adapt, creating short-form videos that complemented her long-form YouTube content. She used TikTok to drive traffic to her other platforms, strategically linking her e-commerce store and YouTube channel in her bio. By cross-promoting her content, Mia maximized her reach and monetization potential. Today, Mia's business generates income from multiple sources: ad revenue, brand deals, digital product sales, and affiliate marketing. She earns 6 figures monthly while maintaining low overhead costs, a testament to her strategic planning. Beyond the financial success, Mia takes pride in the impact of her work. Her content inspires millions of viewers to embrace creativity and resourcefulness, proving that success is attainable with determination and smart strategies. Mia's story offers powerful lessons for aspiring creators. First, building a personal brand requires authenticity and consistency. Mia's willingness to be herself resonated with her audience, setting her apart in a crowded market. Second, diversifying income streams is crucial for sustainability. By combining ad revenue, sponsorships, and her own products, Mia created a stable business model. Finally, scaling doesn't have to mean overspending. Mia's focus on low-cost, high-value strategies allowed her to grow her brand without risking financial stability. Mia's rise from a college student with a dream to a millionaire creator is a testament to the limitless potential of the creator economy. Her journey proves that with the right mindset and strategies, anyone can turn their passion into profit. Chapter 7. The Accidental App Developer. In the dorm room of a small college, Jason, a 20-year-old business major, was juggling classes, part-time work, and a growing frustration with one common problem: keeping track of group project deadlines. Group assignments often left him feeling overwhelmed, as everyone used different tools or relied on chaotic email threads. One evening, while brainstorming solutions, he wondered if a simple app could make organizing tasks and deadlines seamless. Little did he know, this spark of an idea would lead him to build an app that generated millions and changed his life forever. Jason had no background in coding, and the idea of developing an app felt intimidating. But instead of giving up, he turned to free online resources to teach himself the basics of app development. Nights and weekends became dedicated learning time as he navigated tutorials, forums, and video lessons. Progress was slow, and there were moments when he doubted himself. But Jason reminded himself that every skill, no matter how complex, could be learned step by step. Within 3 months, Jason had created a rough prototype of his app. It wasn't flashy, but it worked. The app allowed users to create shared task lists with automatic reminders for deadlines, a straightforward yet highly practical solution for students like him. Excited by the potential, he tested the app with his classmates, gathering feedback to refine the user experience. Many loved it, praising its simplicity and utility. Encouraged by this validation, Jason decided to take the plunge and launch the app publicly. With no budget for a professional launch, Jason got creative. He shared the app on college forums, posted in relevant social media groups, and even reached out to student organizations to spread the word. The response was slow at first, but word of mouth started to build. Within a few weeks, downloads began trickling in, and Jason realized he had tapped into an underserved market. As the user base grew, Jason identified opportunities to monetize the app. He introduced a premium version that included additional features like advanced analytics and team collaboration tools, perfect for small businesses and organizations. To his surprise, a significant percentage of users upgraded, creating a steady stream of revenue. Jason's big breakthrough came when he partnered with a local tech incubator that supported student entrepreneurs. They provided mentorship, funding, and access to a network of industry experts. With their guidance, Jason refined his app's interface and functionality, making it more appealing to a broader audience. He also learned the importance of leveraging paid ads to scale. A modest budget for social media ads targeted toward students and freelancers resulted in a spike in downloads, giving his app the visibility it needed. As the app continued to grow, Jason focused on automation to streamline operations. He outsourced customer support to a service that handled user inquiries and used analytics tools to track user behavior and optimize features. This allowed him to focus on strategic growth rather than day-to-day tasks. To expand further, Jason reached out to educational institutions and small businesses, offering discounted subscriptions for bulk purchases. These partnerships not only boosted revenue but also helped the app gain credibility in the market. Jason's ability to solve a simple, everyday problem with a practical solution had turned his side project into a thriving business. Today, Jason's app boasts millions of users worldwide, and his journey from a struggling college student to a self-taught app developer serves as an inspiring testament to the power of resilience and innovation. His story offers valuable lessons for anyone dreaming of launching their own tech product. First, start small and focus on solving a real problem. Jason's app didn't need fancy features or a large budget. It succeeded because it addressed a specific need. Second, Validate your idea by testing it with a small audience before scaling. Feedback from classmates helped Jason refine his product and build confidence in its potential. Finally, partnerships and automation can significantly accelerate growth. Jason's collaboration with the tech incubator and use of tools to streamline operations were key to his success. Jason's story reminds us that you don't need to be an expert to achieve greatness. You just need determination, a willingness to learn, and the courage to act. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or simply someone with a creative idea, the first step is always within reach. Chapter 8. From broke to best-selling author. Sarah sat in the break room of a bustling corporate office, her lunch balanced precariously on her lap while she typed furiously on her old laptop. She had always loved storytelling but never thought it could be more than a hobby. As she approached her 35th birthday, stuck in a low-paying job with mounting bills, Sarah decided to take a chance. She would write a book, not for fame, but to finally pursue a passion that had been buried under years of self-doubt. What happened next was nothing short of extraordinary. Sarah started with no formal writing experience, just a burning desire to tell a story inspired by her own struggles and triumphs. Her novel followed a character who navigated personal hardships to find purpose, and in many ways, it mirrored her own life. With no money to hire a professional editor or cover designer, Sarah scoured free online resources and forums to learn the basics of self-publishing. Her weekends were spent researching, and her nights were filled with writing and rewriting chapters. After 6 months of relentless effort, Sarah completed her manuscript. But the journey was far from over. She knew that simply publishing a book wouldn't guarantee success. To stand out in a crowded marketplace, she needed to build an audience first. Sarah turned to social media, creating an account dedicated to her writing journey. She shared snippets of her book, relatable quotes, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of her creative process. Slowly, she began to attract followers who resonated with her authenticity and determination. When the book was finally ready, Sarah used a self-publishing platform to release it digitally. But instead of a traditional launch, she employed a unique strategy. She offered the book for free during its first week to generate buzz and encourage reviews. Within days, her inbox was flooded with messages from readers who had connected deeply with her story. Positive reviews poured in, and her social media following grew exponentially as fans shared her book with their networks. Sarah's ability to create an emotional connection with readers set her apart. Her marketing wasn't just about the book, it was about the story behind it. She began hosting live Q&A sessions, sharing personal anecdotes that paralleled her novel, and even collaborating with book bloggers to reach a wider audience. Her transparency and humility resonated, turning casual readers into loyal fans. The momentum didn't stop there. As sales increased, Sarah reinvested her earnings into professional editing and a new cover design, giving her book a polished edge. She also released an audiobook version, narrated by herself, which added a personal touch. The book climbed the bestseller charts, and within a year, it had sold over 500,000 copies. Sarah, once struggling to make ends meet, now found herself earning 6 figures from her writing. What made Sarah's success truly remarkable was her approach to scaling. Instead of resting on her laurels, she launched a companion guide to her novel, sharing lessons and exercises inspired by its themes. She also created an online writing course, teaching aspiring authors how to self-publish and market their books effectively. These additional income streams not only diversified her earnings but also cemented her reputation as an authority in the self-publishing world. Sarah's story offers invaluable lessons for anyone with a creative dream. First, persistence is key. Writing during lunch breaks and sacrificing weekends required immense discipline, but it was the foundation of her success. Second, building an audience before launching can make all the difference. Sarah's transparency on social media created a loyal fanbase eager to support her work. Finally, scaling with digital publishing platforms allows for limitless opportunities. By repurposing her content into guides and courses, Sarah expanded her reach and income. Today, Sarah is not just an author, she's a mentor and inspiration to countless aspiring writers. Her journey from broke to best-selling author is proof that storytelling, combined with strategic execution, can open doors to unimaginable success. Chapter 9. The Innovator Who Turned Trash into Cash. Chris stood in a junkyard, surrounded by piles of discarded items that others deemed worthless. While most people saw heaps of trash, Chris saw opportunity. With nothing more than determination, a borrowed truck, and a vision, Chris would go on to create a multi-million-dollar recycling company, proving that one person's trash could truly be another's treasure. Chris's journey began during a particularly tough period. After losing a steady job in manufacturing, bills piled up, and options seemed limited. One day, while helping a friend clear out a storage unit, Chris noticed how many items, like old electronics and scrap metal, could be repurposed or recycled. That spark of an idea turned into action. Chris spent hours researching how to dismantle items for valuable components and learned about the growing demand for recycled materials. With no money to invest, Chris started small. The first step was sourcing materials, which meant scouring neighborhoods for discarded appliances, electronics, and scrap metal. Chris would knock on doors, offering to haul away unwanted items for free. Slowly, word spread, and calls started coming in. Using a borrowed truck and a friend's garage as a workspace, Chris began dismantling and sorting materials, separating valuable metals like copper and aluminum from less profitable components. Setting up operations on a shoestring budget required creativity. Instead of renting expensive equipment, Chris sought out discarded tools and repaired them. Early profits went straight back into the business, allowing for the purchase of essential items like safety gear and a basic conveyor belt for sorting materials. The turning point came when Chris secured a partnership with a local electronics store. The store needed a responsible way to dispose of outdated inventory, and Chris offered an affordable solution. Convincing companies to invest in eco-friendly initiatives wasn't easy. Many businesses saw recycling as an unnecessary expense. To overcome this, Chris positioned the service as a win-win opportunity. Not only would companies reduce waste, but they could also market themselves as environmentally conscious, appealing to the growing number of eco-aware consumers. Chris even offered data security services, ensuring that electronic waste was safely processed without risking sensitive information. As sustainability trends gained traction, Chris capitalized on the movement before it became mainstream. By attending local environmental forums and joining online communities, Chris built a reputation as a passionate advocate for recycling. This network helped secure larger contracts, including deals with schools and government offices looking to reduce their environmental footprint. The growth of the business came with challenges, from scaling operations to navigating complex regulations around waste disposal. Chris tackled these obstacles head-on, hiring a small team and investing in training to ensure compliance. Additionally, Chris started exploring innovative ways to repurpose materials, such as turning shredded paper into insulation and creating art supplies from recycled plastics. These value-added products opened up new revenue streams and positioned the company as an industry leader in creative recycling solutions. By year 3, Chris's small operation had grown into a full-fledged company, complete with a warehouse, a fleet of trucks, and a steady stream of clients. The company not only turned a profit but also made a tangible impact on the environment, diverting tons of waste from landfills and contributing to a circular economy. Chris's unique strategy lay in identifying a long-term trend, sustainability, and acting on it before the market caught up. By combining resourcefulness with a deep understanding of emerging consumer values, Chris turned a small-scale hustle into a thriving business. Along the way, partnerships with like-minded organizations amplified the impact, creating a ripple effect that inspired other entrepreneurs to explore eco-friendly ventures. The lessons from Chris's journey are powerful. First, thinking outside the box can uncover opportunities in unexpected places. Where others saw trash, Chris saw raw materials and a business model. Second, spotting long-term trends, like the shift towards sustainability, can position you ahead of the curve. Finally, building win-win partnerships creates mutual value and fosters trust, enabling growth even in challenging industries. Today, Chris's company is a shining example of how ingenuity and perseverance can transform humble beginnings into monumental success. The piles of trash in that junkyard weren't just discarded items. They were the foundation of a legacy that continues to inspire and impact the world. Chapter 10. The Social Good Millionaire. When Maya started her nonprofit to provide clean drinking water to remote villages, she never imagined it would evolve into a multi-million-dollar social enterprise. Her journey was driven by purpose, fueled by resilience, and refined by a business-savvy approach that blended philanthropy with profitability. Today, Maya's organization not only transforms lives but also stands as a model for sustainable social impact. It all began with a volunteer trip abroad, where Maya witnessed firsthand the devastating impact of waterborne diseases. The experience ignited a passion to create change. Back home, she poured her savings into starting a nonprofit aimed at building wells in underserved areas. At first, funding came from small donations, bake sales, and community events. But despite her best efforts, the funds barely covered operational costs. Frustrated but determined, Maya realized she needed a sustainable revenue model to scale her impact. Her breakthrough came during a brainstorming session with her team. They asked, what if people could contribute to clean water projects by buying something they already need? This simple question sparked a revolutionary idea: to sell reusable water bottles and direct a portion of every purchase to building wells. It was a perfect marriage of product and purpose, solving one problem while funding another. Maya's vision was clear. The bottles would symbolize clean water, and every customer would become a contributor to the cause. The initial challenge was creating a product that resonated with people. With limited resources, Maya used her savings to manufacture a small batch of high-quality bottles. She partnered with a local designer to create a sleek, minimalistic logo that conveyed the mission. Each bottle was engraved with the message, "One bottle, one village," emphasizing the tangible impact of every purchase. Launching the product required a strategic approach. Maya leveraged cause-based marketing to tell a compelling story. She created an emotional connection with potential customers by sharing the real-life struggles of families without access to clean water and the transformative power of a single well. Her team crafted videos and social media posts featuring smiling children drinking from their first clean water source, emphasizing the direct link between the product and the impact. These stories weren't just moving, they were actionable, inviting people to make a difference by purchasing a bottle. Early sales were modest but promising. Maya reinvested profits into scaling production and improving marketing efforts. She also secured partnerships with eco-conscious influencers and socially responsible brands to amplify her reach. A breakthrough came when a major retailer agreed to carry the bottles in their stores, citing the growing demand for purpose-driven products. Within a year, the brand gained national recognition, and orders poured in from across the country. As the business grew, so did the impact. Each bottle sold funded the construction of new wells, providing clean water to thousands of people. Maya expanded operations, hiring local workers in the regions she served to dig wells and maintain them. This approach not only provided clean water but also created jobs, empowering communities economically. Maya's ability to attract investors was another turning point. She pitched her social enterprise to impact investors, individuals and organizations that prioritize both financial returns and social good. Her metrics were compelling: measurable impact, scalable growth, and a product with global appeal. She secured funding that allowed her to expand internationally, launching projects in over a dozen countries. The success of Maya's social enterprise was rooted in her unique strategy. By aligning her product with her mission, she created a business model that benefited all stakeholders, customers, communities, and investors alike. The cause-based marketing approach amplified her message, transforming customers into advocates and investors into partners. Maya proved that doing good and doing well could go hand in hand. Her journey offers powerful lessons. First, aligning your business with your values creates authenticity, which resonates deeply with customers. Second, building a sustainable model ensures long-term impact. By integrating profit and purpose, Maya avoided the financial instability that often plagues traditional nonprofits. Finally, creating win-win solutions attracts stakeholders who share your vision, enabling exponential growth. Today, Maya's organization is a beacon of hope and innovation. Her wells have provided clean water to millions, and her reusable bottles have eliminated tons of single-use plastics from the environment. Her story isn't just about turning rags into riches. It's about turning passion into progress, showing that one person's vision can change the world. Every story you've heard in this audiobook reveals one undeniable truth. Success doesn't depend on where you start, but on the choices you make along the way. Each of these millionaires began with nothing but a dream, and through resilience, adaptability, creativity, and hard work, they transformed their lives, and the lives of others, forever. Their journeys were not without struggle, but every challenge they faced became a stepping stone toward greatness. We've seen the garage visionary who built an empire by bootstrapping and solving problems with ingenuity. We learned from the real estate mogul who, even when homeless, used determination and negotiation to secure his first deal. The eco-friendly entrepreneur reminded us that small beginnings, like selling products at local markets, can lead to global recognition when paired with passion and persistence. The social media creator showed us how the digital world offers unprecedented opportunities to turn content into a thriving business. And the philanthropist demonstrated that aligning purpose with profit can create a legacy that uplifts entire communities. What ties these stories together are universal traits that anyone can cultivate. Resilience allows you to keep going when things get tough. Adaptability helps you pivot and seize opportunities in an ever-changing world. Creativity fuels solutions when resources are scarce, and hard work lays the foundation for every breakthrough. These are not traits reserved for the lucky few. They are qualities you can develop with intention and effort. Success often starts small. The first step might be researching an idea, learning a skill, or reaching out to someone for advice. Many of the individuals in these stories began with nothing more than a conversation, a borrowed tool, or a single sale. They didn't wait for the perfect moment, they acted with what they had. That's where your journey begins too. Stay consistent, even when progress feels slow. Success is rarely instant. It's the result of showing up day after day, building momentum with every small win. Think big, but start where you are. Dream about the empire you want to create, the problems you want to solve, or the lives you want to change. Your vision will pull you forward, even on the hardest days. The path won't always be clear, and setbacks will happen. But as you've learned from these stories, setbacks aren't the end, they're a chance to learn and grow. When the garage visionary's early prototypes failed, he adjusted and innovated. When the immigrant innovator faced language barriers, they worked harder and smarter to succeed. When the aspiring author faced rejection, they self-published and built an audience directly. Each setback made them stronger, more determined, and more capable. What can you do today to start your journey? Can you outline a plan, create a budget, or research an industry you're passionate about? Perhaps it's reaching out to a mentor, launching a small project, or simply deciding to commit to a goal. Action is what separates dreams from reality. Your story doesn't have to follow a traditional path, and it doesn't need to look like anyone else's. The beauty of these journeys is their diversity. Each one reflects the unique talents, challenges, and aspirations of the individual. Your journey will be just as personal, just as powerful, and just as inspiring. Remember, every millionaire in these stories started with nothing but belief. The belief that they could overcome their circumstances and create something extraordinary. And so can you. Whether you're at rock bottom or just looking for a way to reach the next level, your own rags to riches story is waiting to be written. The first step is yours to take. So take that step today. Build something small, dream of something big, persist through the challenges, and one day, your story may inspire someone else to believe in their own journey. Your rags to riches story is possible. Thank you for listening. If you found this audiobook valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Be sure to check the video description for tools and resources that can help you take your wealth journey to the next level. Your future starts today. Take action and make it count.